Good morning, this is Judd. This is mainly a video I did yesterday when I was thinking I was going to switch up which tree I was doing. But I'm not going to do that now because I ended up with this view of the original tree, which I really like for the crown. So I'm going to go with that. But there are some things I saw. I've become obsessed with these palm trees, and there's some things I saw yesterday in this other tree that I want to share with you, and also something I just spotted just now. There's the original tree, and because that hit the house and I had to trim it and stuff like that, the crown kind of messed up from this point of view. But when I went around the side, I found this point of view, which I liked much better. But what I was thinking of was going down to that, my featured palm that I cleared out some years ago, which has a much less interfered with growth and shows some characteristics that are really neat. So I want to show those to you. But then this morning I'm looking, and look at this leaf here, this frond. If you look up there on the very start of it up there, you see those leaves, those leaflets are still all attached to each other. See that? And then they split off. And even after that they split more. But also notice the top one there comes out and dives down. And then the second one goes more straight out. And the same thing, the next piece down, it goes out and some of it goes down. Okay, and it's not until we get down there that they all sort of more or less start to go down. But so even in the leaflets, there's that variation of which way the individual leaflets are going to go. So a really fascinating tree and leaf system. Okay, let's take a look at what I got yesterday. Hi, Judd here. A little change in plans. How long we've been working on this. Actually, that's a good view right there. There's a good view of that. Okay, anyway, that palm, that Sable Palm, this project of mine, that's a damn good view. The crown of that is a little misshapen. The house is in the way of it, and so that has affected the growth pattern, and I've also had to trim it because of that. But I've got this one down here that has never been touched because it's not anywhere near anything. So that is an unmessed with Sable Palm. So that's what it looks like in its natural state if it hasn't been messed with. Let's see if we get a better view. Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay, so I might use the crown of that one as my pattern for my carving. Not a big deal, but the video's all on the other one. Also worth noting while I'm here is that this one, because I haven't messed with it, has a much more regular pattern of the stems into the trunk. And you can see they are all doubled up, but you can see they're also much more regular. So I'll put this up just as a addendum, as a study piece, because that shows a more natural state of this thing. The grass is in the way down here, down at the bottom. See if we can get what's going on. Okay, see down at the bottom, these really start to bend out, and those will fall off because eventually that stuff sort of turns into bark. So all those protrusions eventually do fall off on their own, and the bases of them sort of seal together and form a bark. Very interesting tree. But you can see that's much more regular, and you can see all the different levels of branches coming out of there, each one forming a frond that hangs out and droops down. You see the bottom ones are dying, and the top ones are going straight up. Another gratuitous tour of a Sable Palm. I told you I love those things. So that's probably more than you ever wanted to know about palm trees, but like I said, I've just become obsessed with the things. I think they're fascinating. Happy day to you.